I want to go across now to senior Congress leader, Member of Parliament from Chandigarh, Manish Tewari. He joins us on this broadcast. Mr. Tewari, welcome. So much buzz around the meeting of AAP MLAs in Delhi with the AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal at Kapurthala House. Different people decoding this message different ways, questions being asked about why these MLAs were summoned to Delhi, why didn't Kejriwal go meet them in Punjab. Many of your colleagues like Pratap Bajwa are saying that 30 AAP MLAs plus are in touch with him, that there could be a threat to the Kejriwal government. You come from Chandigarh, you fought elections in different parts of the state. What do you make of all the buzz around the various political developments in Punjab? Mr. Tewari.
Rahul, first of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. I have the unique privilege or distinction of having represented two separate constituencies in Punjab in Parliament. Ludhiana, which is the industrial heart of Punjab. Sri Anandpur Sahib, which is the temporal seat of the Sikhs in Punjab, concurrent to Sri Amritsar Sahib. And now, of course, I represent the capital of both Punjab and Haryana, Chandigarh, in the Lok Sabha. So it gives me a certain unique perspective of how things in Punjab are really placed. And let me say at the outset that any instability, political instability, economic instability, social instability in Punjab does not augur well for the national security of India. Punjab is a border state. Our western neighbor has chosen to be still very proactive. You have drones coming in by the droves, carrying weapons, narcotics, small arms, and even automatic weapons. So therefore, under those circumstances, the stability of Punjab, being a border state, is extremely important for the national security imperative of India. And that is something which should not be discounted under any circumstances. You already have trouble in the northeast in a border state in the form of Manipur, which still continues to be unstable and turbulent. And any turbulence on your western border or your northwestern border in terms of the questions that you ask for Punjab, and especially given Punjab's history and the 15 years of terror and militancy it experienced, where over 40,000 people died, and it was after a very long and hard fight that the militancy was brought under control. So therefore, under those circumstances, I think partisan politics should not be played with Punjab. Punjab is a state which needs to be handled by rising above partisan political interest.
I heard what Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann said after meeting with Arvind Kejriwal. He says a lot of this is a creation of the opposition. He referred to your colleague Pratap Bajwa, who I interviewed, who said that 32 plus AAP MLAs are in touch with him. Bhagwant Mann and the AAP saying this is just opposition fantasy, that there is some dissent, but there is clearly no immediate threat to the government of the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. Mr. Tewari.
Well, I do not want to comment upon what the Chief Minister of Punjab has said, or my colleague for over 40 years in public life, Mr. Pratap Bajwa, with whom I used to share a bench in Parliament in the Lok Sabha at one point in time, has articulated. From my perspective, as someone who has seen the depredations of terrorism firsthand, who's fought the battle for the unity and integrity of India in the political trench lines of Punjab during that turbulent phase from 1983 to 1995. For me, the stability of Punjab, the peace of Punjab, the prosperity and the progress of Punjab is paramount. And that is why I tell everybody that from the Mughals onwards till today, Delhi has never understood Punjab. And Delhi, unfortunately, ceases to or refuses to understand Punjab. It's a different state. It ticks to a different dynamic. It has a different soul and a different beat to it. It's been the place from where every invader was coming to India from 1000 AD till the time the British came. They passed through Punjab, and so therefore every Punjabi, in that sense of the word, is a first generation settler, having fought all these depredations, then having seen the partition of India, which was really the partition of Punjab and the partition of Bengal. And so therefore, under those circumstances, given its unique history and unfortunately the past that it went through, I think it is very important that political stability should be maintained. Punjab, in any case, is heading into an election 2.5 years down the line, and it would be best if the people of Punjab then decide.
Sure, I think that's the most logical. You have a government in place, instead of trying to destabilizing that, let it play out its full term. Let there be a bona fide election where whoever wins wins, but they win because the voters want them to win. What impact, Mr. Tewari, do you think the defeat of the Aam Aadmi Party in the Delhi Assembly elections is likely to have on the Punjab, on the politics of Punjab? How does AAP being bested in Delhi by the BJP impact state politics in Punjab?
The one thing that I have understood in my 4 decades in public life is that every state has a completely different lay of the land when it comes to its electoral milieu. So therefore, if you try and extrapolate the victory or defeat from one state to another, I think you make an erroneous proposition. And I will validate this argument by pointing out that when the BJP won in Rajasthan, it won in Chhattisgarh, it won in Madhya Pradesh in 2023, in the November of 2020, they were so exuberant and they were so ebullient. They were talking about 400 par, and you saw what the result was. The same thing had repeated itself 20 years back when the BJP had won Madhya Pradesh, had won Rajasthan, and it had won Chhattisgarh at that point in time, which was a newly formed state. And Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee decided to call early elections to Parliament. And what happened was that you had a UPA government for 10 years. So therefore, there is a mortal and intrinsic hazard in trying to extrapolate one situation to another. The Congress did exceedingly well in Punjab in the Lok Sabha elections. It won 7 out of the 13 parliament seats. 3 seats were won by the Aam Aadmi Party. 2 were won by people, who subscribed to a different philosophy and a different ideology. So therefore, under those circumstances, given that, Punjab has been turbulent, it has a sense of alienation going all the way back to 1947, embedded in a fringe of its population, Punjab needs to be treated, very, very carefully, almost with kid gloves. You make a mistake with Punjab, you make a mistake with India's national security.
Oh, absolutely. Make a mistake with Punjab, you make a mistake with India's national security. You couldn't have put it any better. Manish Tewari ji, for taking out time and joining us on the News Track. Thank you very much.